Hey everybody, it's Jamie from Plum Island Sea Cabin. It is just before sunrise, Saturday morning. The ocean is crazy. There is a storm system that is brewing off the coast. I'm not sure if it's a tropical storm or if they've upgraded it to a hurricane, but it is causing the ocean to be very angry and a lot of things are getting kicked up. So we don't know what to expect. We haven't been on the beach yet. I'm actually waiting to get into the refuge. The gate has not opened yet. It is that early. So as soon as we get in there, we're going to hit the beach, see what we can find, and go shelling. One other quick announcement before we get started. I just want to let you know I am trying something a little bit different. So as you know, on my Etsy page, I do sell some of my shell finds from our beach hunts and adventures. But I did get an email from a Plum Island Sea Cabin subscriber, hey Susan, who wanted to know if she can purchase a shell hunt. And when she asked me that, I was kind of confused. I wasn't sure what she meant by that, but she was wondering if she can purchase today's shell hunt. So I'm going out to the beach today, and what that means is everything I find on the beach today will be Susan. So Susan, hopefully we get a good score for you. So I will bring all the shells we find today home, and I will clean them up and I will ship them out in a box to you. So I'm trying something new. I might put one up on my Etsy page every once in a while if you would like to purchase a shell hunt. So again, that means that any shell that I find during the hunt that you purchase, I will clean up and send to you in a box, probably with a t-shirt, a note card, and maybe some other cool Plum Island Sea Cabin little extra bonuses in that box for you. So it could make for a fun package to receive. It could also maybe make a really cool gift for someone who loves the beach. Maybe something unique to get them, something different. I don't know. If you think it would be fun, definitely comment below. But again, I will put one up on my Etsy page every once in a while. So check that out when you get a chance. But right now, we're going shelling. We are walking up the boardwalk, coming onto the beach, and you can hear how crazy the ocean is. It is so loud. So the ocean has been super rough these past few days. So here's a good tip. When you're in these situations where there is a ton of movement in the ocean, you got some stormy ocean water, look underneath the rocks, because that's where the big shells tend to end up getting trapped. That's a good little shelling tip there. There's like so much stuff, I don't know where to look first. Ooh, cute little basket whelk over here. Really cute basket whelk, and nobody is home. So that is fair game and an add to our collection. Holy cow! I'm freaking out. Look at these. Look at the size of these. This is insane. And there's another one over there. Oh my goodness. The ocean is super rough. All of this really cool stuff is getting kicked up. I am like freaking out. Oh my god, what a day to be at the beach. There's another huge one under here. Susan, this is definitely the day to have purchased a shell hunt. What a great idea. And what amazing shells. I have to go put these down before I fall over a rock because I'm so excited I'm not paying attention. Kim, did you see the size of this? Look at this. Ugh, I am loving this. Just posing for a picture. It's getting real. Oh my goodness. It's another big one right over there. I'm trying to slow my roll a little bit. Holy cow, there's two huge ones. If I can get a good enough footing where it's not too dangerous. Just even being out there a little bit, it's kind of strange. The ocean really tries to suck you out there. Let's see if I can move some of these rocks out of the way. It's a really nice blue one here. Good size. Put that there for a second. There's another one right here. Really good size. Put that one there. But I think there's an even bigger one here if I can get some of these shells out from around it. Okay, so I did get it. It is busted. Would have been huge because it's an old one, but it is busted up stuff. But we were able to find this one and this one right next to it. I mean, some of these are heartbreaking because they're broken. And you can imagine the size of some of these. Like, look at that one. Look at the blue. That would have been absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous, but if it was fully intact, I would have freaked out. But Susan, what a shell hunt to purchase. Crazy amounts of shells washing up here on Plum Island. So we just got here and there are mega moons everywhere because the ocean is super duper rough. Haven't seen it like this in a while. This gets us really excited for the winter storms that are coming. There is a storm that's brewing below us that we're not getting, but we are seeing the effects of it in the ocean and the tides. There's another huge one down here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out. We might just have to move on to another one. Although, hold on, this rock is moving. It's another great score. These moons are insane. Look at this one.
Oh, that's nice. That's wicked nice.
Wow. So we were just in the Barhead Rocks and we are heading over to the Emerson Rocks. Right over there. Tide is still going out. Ocean is crazy. We are loving every second of it. And huge shells are getting kicked up. What a great Saturday. And what makes it even more amazing is that we're coming back tomorrow for sunrise, which means no one's going to be here all night long. And we will be the first ones to that beach loot. So I just made it over to the Emerson Rocks. Kim is still over shelling at Barhead. We're kind of dividing and conquering to see how much stuff we can find, how many cool scores we can get. There's a ton of lobster pots that are washing up. You can see them over there with their buoys. When the ocean's this rough, it tends to break the ropes and set the traps adrift. So we're gonna go check out that trap, see if there are any cool deep water shells that might be in there, watching our step on these rocks. It's another thing that's a little hazardous is when the ocean is this crazy and the water's kind of deep where the rocks are, it's hard to see through them to know where you're stepping. So it's always good to go a little extra slow. Let's check out this trap. Here's a good example of that. You cannot see through this water because it is so churned up because of how rough it is. So when you're stepping on the rocks, you have to really be sure that your foot is flat on the ground. Over here
is the trap. And you can see here is the mark of the lobstermen. They have symbols on the buoys or their names stamped into them with their identification numbers. And then here's the lobster pot. I don't see anything in it. The bait bag is still pretty full. You can see it right down there. Looks like it has a bunch of mussels in it. So I don't think this was submerged very long. Looks like it was freshly stocked, so no deep water shells in that one. But look at all these rocks we get to explore. I am beside myself. Let's go in. So we just started out in these rocks. We haven't gotten into the thick of it. We're kind of staying around the edges because that's the newest area that's exposed. But I do see a moon underneath this rock over here. And go in and check it out. Busted. Can't win them all, I guess. So the Emerson rocks are kind of a disappointment. Everything is like really busted over here. Everything's really broken up, so I think just for this area, the surf is just too strong. So the Barhead Rocks is really where it's at today. So I think I'm gonna head back over there. I think I've seen enough of the Emerson rocks today to know that the Barhead Rocks are definitely today's hotspot. There's all these juvenile seagulls here. Don't be bossy at me, okay? I'm just passing through. Like, don't attack me. I'm just gonna pass by you, okay? Don't peck at me. I'm going this way. Okay, bye. Okay, this dog whelk is still alive, but it is definitely worth the mention just for the condition of the shell. Look at how crazy perfect that is. So Beth, who goes shelling with me every once in a while, just read an article on dog whelks, and usually their shells are very rigid and their apex are like really beautiful and pointy like this. But what happens is when they are exposed to all the water and all the rough surf, water does what it does best, and it smooths out the shell and kind of rounds them and gets rid of all those rough edges. So when the dog whelk spends a majority of its life on the protected side of the rock, it's usually got those little rigid bumps on them and perfect apex, and when they're exposed to the weather or the elements, they get smoothed out and rounded. So just something I found a little bit interesting that Beth shared with me. I do love learning. More traps. It's like a little lake at the beach in the middle of all the sand. So I'm going right in the middle of this giant tide pool and see what we can find in the middle of that. So there are a bunch of shells in here. Hoping to score a few sand dollars on my way back over to Kim. She's still at the Barhead Rocks. I called in a beach report to her and I told her that the Emerson Rocks are not where it's at today, so stay where you are, stay put, and I'll meet you back there for more shelling. The fun find down here, I don't know if you can see it, my shadow, that little petaloid sneaking out. Good sand dollar score. I will give this to Kim. She's a little bit more careful with her shells. So I am up to my knees in the water out here, and because the ocean is rough, we're getting a lot of deep water shells that are getting kicked up. And down here you can see, I'm hoping that this is whole, but see all those spirals and those whorls that are stacked up on each other? I am praying that this is a whole Stimsonicalis, and before it gets completely buried in the sand, I'm going in. It feels whole. Wow. Holy smokes. Look at how amazing this Stimsonicalis is that is washing in from all of those incredible waves out there that are bringing in all types of shells from deep water. I am over the moon with this shell. What a great find. I'm hoping we find a boatload more of these. So I am going back out in this water. So stoked about this shell. There's a lot of live creatures today. Look at the tongue on this surf clam. So that is the meaty portion. A lot of people ask me if you can eat these. Yes, you can. That is the meaty portion of the clam that usually goes in clam chowder or seafood chowder or are processed into clam strips. But not today, because we're putting this clam back into the ocean. There you go. And came up with another moon snail. Just kind of washed up on my feet. And this is why we came back to the Barhead Rocks. Just watch down there. Wait for it. See it? And that's why we came back here. Holy cow, do you see what I see? These rocks are amazing. It's like the size of a softball. Be careful, it's getting very deep here. Holy cow! Gotta be careful not to break it. What? Are you joking? What is going on today? I can't even. Like, I just grabbed that one and I'm like turning around. I'm like, wait, is there more? Like every time I think I found like the most giant moon, there's another one right behind it. So full disclaimer too, sometimes I break things because I'm not the most gentle person. It's another sand dollar. Ooh, another massive. See if we can wiggle this one out. Okay, so there's like a medium one here. But there's a massive one down here. See if I can get it out. Just like that. Sorry, Susan. I broke one. Ah, and I broke it trying to get this, which was also broken. I can't even call this bananas anymore. We've moved on to coconuts. This is totally coconuts. What a nutty day here on Plum Island with these crazy tides that are pouring in from the storms that are south of us. Kicking up all of these gigantic shells. Kim and I are freaking out. Like, look at this. Oh, this one is alive. Put the foot on that. That is a nice moon. It's not even scared of us. It is coming out of its shell. Look at how big the foot is. You can see the little head right there. That is a really good sized moon. You can feel it walking around on my hand. You can see it moving. So much fun. Check that out. You have a beautiful home. I'm gonna let you move on your way because the water is getting very deep over here. I'll put you down in the sand where you were. Bury you in a little bit. Make sure the sand, I always feel like a mom tucking a baby into bed. I don't want him to get tossed around, so there you go. There you go. All tucked in. You can carry on now. Bye, Moon. A couple of exciting things down here. Looks like a nice color. And then over here looks like there might be a Stimsoni. Call us if it is intact. I need my screwdriver for that. I don't want to break it. Let me get this rock out of the way. Holy smokes, that is whole. We're gonna go rinse that off. That's a score, for sure. That is a very nice shell. Fully intact, Stimsoni collis. Blue moon. And the ocean just keeps giving today. No, operculum. That is a nice amber operculum. I love when I find these. These are the little trap doors that are on the northern moon snails, but I love that little swirl, and I definitely love all of that structure in there and all of that incredible amber coloring.
So today's beach hunt was crazy. Susan, what an awesome day to have purchased a shell hunt. So many amazing shells. I hope that this gives us a little taste of what's coming for winter storms. I can't wait for winter storms. Those nor'easters do exactly this. They kick up massive shells. So I had such a good time today. Thank you for coming with me, and I will see you next time we hit the beach. Bye.